Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing a quick handbrake adjustment on the Mx5 core. It's now all the way up here. That's mainly because I've just been to track day at Coombe and the pads wear a lot faster when you're on track, so they've worn down, so just need adjusting back up. Now the first thing you want to do is adjust them at the rear calipers. So I'm going to get the car in the air. If we first of all just do a click count to compare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're managing to get 10 clicks on that now, which is holding it, but that is more than we need. Yeah, quite a way. Right, so I've taken the wheels off. What you've got here is in the back of the caliper, where my finger is, I don't know where you can see that, just here, you've basically got a cap. Now when you take that cap off, inside you've got an Allen key, and that Allen key adjusts a rod, the in and out of the piston. So essentially, all you're going to do, you're going to take that off, you're going to stick an Allen key in and you're going to wind it, turn the wheels like this. So ideally, you need to jack both rear wheels up off the ground. I've obviously got the car on the ramp, but you don't need to do it on a ramp. You can easily do this on the floor. So this applies to Mk1, Mk2 MX5s, Mk 2.5. These are Mk 2.5 sport brakes, but the caliper design is pretty much the same. It also applies to early Mazda 323s with the pop-up headlights, and there's a few other cars that also run this in the Mazda lineup. Right, so I'm just going to show you from underneath so you can see better. This here is the little cap you need to take off. So I'll try and hold it at the same time. This is a 14mm, like standard Jap size basically. Not Jap size, Jap size. Two different things. What you end up with is a little cap with a little washer on it, like that. It's absolutely fine. And then if we look in there again. Right, so I've got myself an Allen key, which is this here, 4mm. And I'll try and show you, it's difficult to hold a torch and a camera and spin the wheel at the same time. Let me just put the torch back here a sec. It's when you need someone else filming for you. Right. So you stick the Allen key in the same hole where you just took that cap off. You'll feel it go in, it'll just clip in. And then basically what you need to do is turn this wheel as you nip that up until it goes tight, and then crack it back a little bit. So let me, I'm basically stuffing my camera inside my jumper. This is not going to be the clearest you've ever seen. Should really put my chest mount on, but here we go. So let's go back. So it's probably about there. So turn it quarter of a turn. Oh yeah, you can feel some resistance now. Now if I go a bit more, if I go sort of nearly half a turn, it basically jammed up. So you basically want to go till it's tight and then crack it back probably an eighth, just enough. There you go. Well, a smidge more than that. Let's go back a little bit more. You obviously don't want it binding. So if you think before it was about there, and that is really loose, go about there. Yeah, probably gone, what's that, an eighth of a turn? Still pretty free. Let's go a smidge more. Smidge more. Oh. Yeah. Right, so I'm round at the offside now. Obviously the first side you saw me doing was the passenger side rear. That went in about just under a quarter of a turn. Just done the same on this side, and this side needed nearly a whole turn. It was about 3/4. This pad has worn more, or it was not adjusted quite as much before. I just wanted to make a quick note that your handbrake cable comes up through here. Now obviously you want to adjust the caliper first, because that is the initial thing you've got to adjust, but then just double check your cable. Mine here is sort of taut but not too much. You want that lever to go all the way. You want this little hooky bit here with the cable on, you want that to go right the way back to its stop, but you don't want it to be too slack here. So if you adjust the caliper as I've just shown you, and then you've still got a bit too much slack, and you come and this here cable is a little bit floppy, all you do is crack off these two lock nuts and wind this one in, and basically make the cable, you're extending the outer sheath, which is then pulling the cable tighter. So that's the second thing to look at. If obviously the absolute first thing is double check that your actual brakes are all free, check your sliders are free top and bottom, check your pads aren't seized. But if they're all okay and it's just the handbrake needs adjusting, you've done the Allen key adjuster inside the caliper, then you've done the cable. If you've done all that, your handbrake should be great. So yeah, basically I've adjusted both sides now. I've put both 14mm caps back on with their little washers on. Nip them up, you haven't got to go crazy, but yeah, you want them tight. And now I'm going to put the wheels back on, go inside and show you how much travel we've got. Right, so moment of truth, back in the car. Let's see how it goes. Aha, that's much better, isn't it? That is back to Probably better than when I originally had it, actually. So let's count the clicks now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably just, yeah, just about pull a 6, but that is solid. So there we go. So that is how much difference literally just adjusting it up at the caliper makes. So yeah, you've got to do that on any of these older style Mazdas. Thanks for watching. Next vid is possibly me doing some suspension work on the car. I might be making it slightly more track drift focused now. Now I've done one day at Cascum. So yeah, keep an eye out, and I'll keep posted up on the channel.